There is not to make reply, there is not to reason why, there is only do and die. Truth will not make us rich, but it will make us free. Try to remember that the people are not carving out the thing in the light of the perspective, because the truth has been concealed from the citizen of India, and we remain the slave orientation on account of the fact that before mutiny war which took place, if you go there in the Battle of Plassey, when it was fought by Roberts Clive, the entire Bengal was put to the subjugation only because of the reason that Shahjadullah did not fight and surrendered before Roberts Clive within army of 1200 people, and 1 lakh people were surrendered, and out of that 28,000 people were executed, and later on Mir Qasim, who has betrayed the nation, was also been executed. So Britishers were having the strong discipline in respect of getting the enforcement of their right. Thereafter, after 1757, when the Britishers came as the British India Corporation, they significantly hold firstly from Bengal, thereafter in the other part of the region, mainly in Rajasthan. Rajasthan, there was the coordination within the time of Babur, when Mansingh used to fought with Babur and having the betrayal with the country by having the Mughal invaders ruling over here. So conquest of India says nothing about the superiority of the Mughal conqueror or the British invader. It was the weakness of the characteristics of the Indian by which we could have become slave. So coming to the context of the present talk which I am having here from my residence, with the glorified surrounding of the nature, as I have got the indebted built upon my ruin of the nation, that I can live in an atmosphere where the perpetuation of the fraud may not be done. Coming to the context in which I wanted to have an interaction with the people at large, that after the Roberts Clive, slowly and gradually, for realization of the revenue, the Britishers were empowered by the Maharaja, who were indulged into sex, carnal desire, property and possession over the rest of the people. There was the strong discrimination between the upper class and the lower strata of the people. This continued up to 1803, when in Saudi Arab, the grave of Muhammad Sahib Nabi and Khadija were thrown out, and Fatima and other graves were also being turned out from the ground, because the people have started worshipping there also. So as such, when it started in the event of that, they wanted to get the entire thing being done, to get the Mockley came here for the purposes of enshrining the education by having the craning over the subject, and gradually we have lost the grip from Gurukul Vyavastha, which was there in the ancient time of the Bhagwan Ram, and all these people who were there looking for the purposes of reincarnation of the life by going to the patriotic surge. They have started doing the business, and in that business the religion has almost lost the grip over here. When the Mughal came, then in 1711 there was the strong fight When the deceptive trend of the Arabians were adopted by the Indians, they could not dare to look into the fact, because the tribal used to fight against the invaders, but not the upper class. Gradually, this happened there that up to 711, when the war took place, they were butchered like anything. And likewise, in Maharaja Sveldev has also, who was Rajbhar by caste in Ajamgarh, has got Salar Masood Ghazi being killed. But Babur came with the pledge that he will not be killing the cow. He will be allowing the worship to everyone. And here was Deen-e Ilahi instead of Muslim barbarism. And as such, it perpetuated. But the Britishers has taken the advantage of the Mughal and the Indians. They used to fought between the two. And as such, the Mokle started the new education system. And thereafter, this system was converted to the Lord Auckland into the monument. Monument were given to the Muslim invaders. While the truth is that the Maharaja who were there in Rajasthan, they have given 34 daughters of the different Maharaja during the period of Akbar, and thereafter 56 daughters were married in the family of these barbarism. It continued up to the period of Jahangir, with that of the goodwill with the Hindus, but later on, when Aurangzeb came to the power, he got everything being manipulated, concocted, and converted to their own property. They have started saying that we have given you the discipline. Now, coming to the context of Lord Auckland, thereafter, when the mutiny took place, then Ghiyasuddin Ghazi got Bahadur Shah Jafar being arrested and thereafter sent to the exile. So as such, the Muslim became annoyed and they started searching to him. Then he was converted to Gangadhar Nehru and shifted to Allahabad. Firstly near Agra, thereafter in Allahabad in Mirganj area, 55 Mirganj area, and he died in 1860. His son Motilal Nehru got 5 wives, and he married and started living in the association with barrister Mubarak Ali. They are in Izrat Villa, which is now Anand Bhavan. This Izrat Villa, which was there, was having the prostitution. The prostitute will supplied were to be supplied from Mirganj area, which was a red light area, and Motilal Nehru became the agent of that. Nehru and Mubarak Ali, they were having the cordial relationship with that of Ghiyasuddin Ghazi. So this Nehru was a Muslim, and this Nehru has got entire country being taken to the Islamization, and this Sir Sayyid got the first demand for creation of the Pakistan in 1886. At that time, Gandhi has taken the birth, and Gandhi was living there in Porbandar and thereafter in Junagadh. His mother, Putli Bai, happened to be associated with Nawab of Junagadh. So as such, this family was nourished by the Mughal, and he has got a sympathy with the Muslim. And as such, he was inducted as the agent of the Britishers during the First World War. And at that time, Tilak, Gangadhar Tilak and Lala Lajpat Rai and Bipin Chand Pal were having the demand of the Swaraj, but Gandhi has diluted all these things. Rabindranath Tagore has later on given him the title of Mahatma, and he has become the soldier recruitment body for the purposes of sacrificing in the First World War and in the Second World War also. Gandhi was very undemocratic, and he was the masochist, flagellating his own vice, and as such, Subhash Chandra Bose was dejected from this nation even after giving defeat to Mahatma Gandhi. His sponsor candidate was defeated by Subhash Chandra Bose. But still then he was sent to the exile, and later on he has developed Azad Hind Fauj in the Second World War. Likewise, here 15 state has recommended the name of Patel. Out of that 12 state, 12 Congress Working Committee recommended the name of Patel, and 3 of the Kriplani. But Nehru was inducted by the choice of Mahatma Gandhi, because the rift regarding Khalifat movement, Chauri Chera village, and in the murder of Rasid, of Sridhanand Swami, Ganesh Shankar Vidyarthi murder, and other thing, this Edwin, this round table conference, and Ambedkar wrath, all the time, and ultimately Government of India Act become the Constitution of India, and the Crown Transfer Act 1946 came to the power. This Mountbatten was sent because the wife of the Mountbatten was having the cordial relation with Jawaharlal Nehru, and as such he was inducted as the Prime Minister, and doing as per the wish of Edwina Batten and Pamela Batten, her daughter also. So this Nehru has given, Nepal wanted to merge with India, but Nehru has given Kashmir as the separate hold, because the Sheikh Abdullah was the son of Motilal Nehru, and as such during this process our country has remained under the grip of the Muslim fundamentalism from 1947 onward, and millions of Hindus were butchered. They are in Pakistan, in Bangladesh. The population of 33% population came to 3%. Now coming to the war of 1962, it was not been fought, but our soldiers were crucified by the Chinese army, and Mansarovar has also been taken away. And thereafter you may see that how the Nehru has acted. When the UNO was asking India to become the member, he preferred the membership of China instead of in India. And as such, the people say that independence has been given by Mahatma Gandhi. It is a totally wrong perception, and as such, if Azad Hind Fauj has not been created by Subhash Chandra Bose, the country would have not been united. Now coming to the 370 matter and uniform civil code matter, I have given one article there in Ram birthplace, because Bhagwan Ram was born on 10th January 5011 BCE. And Krishna was born thereafter in 3500 BCE approximately. And in this process, when we go through our culture, our dharma, everything has been eroded by way of getting the Islamization and then Christianity here in this country. So we are proud of being the Aryans and having the deed performance of Lord Krishna, and we will keep on doing it. But Modi ji has came to the power, and he is the only hope to get the eradication of the prevailing maladies, because the rampant corruption is ascending in the alarming proportion, and so far its galloping race could not be halted, even though thousands of acts and ordinances have been promulgated after the dawn of independence. Since Article 14 has got a pervasive potency and versatile quality, utilitarian in its soul and allergic to the discriminatory dictate, till the enforcement of law will not be here. in the strict performance, we cannot get the eradication of the prevailing maladies. We require a strong hand to fight against Pakistan, and the occupied Kashmir should have also been taken away, and Pakistan, which is on the verge of the starvation, the devastation and subjugation from all the sides, it either be converted to the Hindu nation, or the entire country will go to the Paris. We will not allow them to dig the earth and to put their corpus inside there, because the epidemic is being spread. I am also doing something on medicine free life, because the allopathic drugs are also the poison. The third thing is that they have slowly and gradually erupted our educational institution, and we are having the carnal desire of sex, power, possession and privilege orientation. All these laws which are giving the privilege to one of the community should have been appropriately be taken away. This is my all. Thank you very much, YouTube. You kindly do. I will keep on writing in the name of Yogesh Saxena when I will revive my health, because I have given entire time to India 272 mission and www Samvad and my government, and all these apps are there. Now I am in the Times of India editorial column. Thank you very much. I am the General Secretary of the All India Bar Association. My name is Yogesh Kumar Saxena. I am residing in HIG 203 Pritam Nagar, Sudem Sarai, in front of ARK Tower at Prayagraj. My mobile number is 9792131584. Thank you.